Have you ever wondered if someone is thinking of you when you're far away? This question can often be answered through our dreams. Dreaming about someone you haven't seen for a while can be more significant than just a memory. Cultures around the world, from the Australian Aborigines to modern psychology scholars, recognize that dreams are a way of connecting our souls with those we miss. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. In dreams, this connection manifests itself in very intense ways. They are not just random images or events, they represent a spiritual link. The Aborigines, for example, speak of the dream time, a sacred era where ancestral spirits formed the world and its laws. They believe that by dreaming, we can touch these ancestral truths and, by extension, connect with the people who are part of our lives, regardless of physical distance. Psychologically, dreaming about someone can reveal our deepest desires and emotions that we might suppress or ignore during the day. Carl Jung, a famous Swiss psychiatrist, argued that our dreams are dialogues with the unconscious, allowing us to resolve internal conflicts and reconnect with those we miss. When we dream about someone, it can be a sign that they are thinking about us. It may not be a direct or intentional communication, but a manifestation of the strong emotional bond we share. This experience in dreams often leaves us with a deep feeling when we wake up, a mixture of longing and comfort. If you meet someone in your dreams, consider it a significant sign. It's an opportunity to reflect on the relationships we value and perhaps even rekindle bonds that have been frayed by time or distance. That's the mysterious beauty of dreams. They offer us windows into the depths of our soul and into connections that transcend space and time. I imagine that at some point you've woken up from a dream feeling like you've just spent time with someone you haven't seen for years. This could be more than just a dream. It could be a dream visitor. This phenomenon, where we feel that someone we miss is present in our dreams, is a powerful way of realizing that we are not as separate as we think. These dreams, where someone visits us, are often vivid and full of emotion. They are not just products of our imagination, but are considered by many cultures to be a real bridge between us and the one who misses us. These dream visits can include specific messages, feelings of love, guidance, and even warnings. The important thing is that they are felt with an intensity that we rarely experience in waking life. When we talk about dream visitors, we are dealing with deep spiritual communication. Modern psychology also finds value in these dreams. They are seen not only as a window into our unconscious desires, but as a space where the emotional and the spiritual meet. Carl Jung suggested that dreams are a form of communication from our unconscious, helping us to better understand our feelings and relationships. If you have a dream about someone you haven't seen for a long time, pay attention to the details. Don't dismiss it as a coincidence. Consider what this dream might be trying to tell you about your feelings and the relationship you have with this person. It could be an opportunity to heal old wounds or simply to reaffirm the emotional bond you share. Have you ever had those days when no matter what you do, you can't stop thinking about someone? This may be more significant than it seems. When someone constantly occupies your thoughts, it can be a sign that they are thinking about you or missing you terribly. This is a phenomenon that transcends mere memory. It's as if that person's presence is somehow calling out to you. This persistent thought about someone can be considered a type of spiritual or emotional connection. Even if separated by distance, the emotional energy between two people can create a bond that makes one feel the other's presence in their daily thoughts. This is not just an obsession or a recurring memory, but a sign of a deeper connection that resists physical separation. The tradition of Advaita Vedanta, a spiritual philosophy from India, helps to understand this phenomenon. According to this view, there are no real separations between people. We are all connected on a fundamental level. The constancy of thoughts about someone can be a reminder of this spiritual truth, showing that separation is only an illusion perceived by our senses. These persistent thoughts can be seen as a call to explore this connection further. They can motivate you to reconnect or simply to reflect on the nature of your relationships. They are an invisible bridge linking you to the person you miss, offering a chance to understand and appreciate the depth of human connections. So, the next time you find yourself repeatedly thinking about someone, consider it another significant sign. It's not just something that happens by chance. It could be a manifestation of a deep, unspoken bond. Have you ever wondered if someone is thinking of you when you're far away? This question can often be answered through our dreams. Dreaming about someone you haven't seen for a while can be more significant than just a memory. Cultures around the world, from the Australian Aborigines to modern psychology scholars, Recognize that dreams are a way of connecting our souls with those we miss. Welcome to the Eye of the Soul channel. In dreams, this connection manifests itself in very intense ways. They are not just random images or events, they represent a spiritual link. The Aborigines, for example, speak of the dream time, a sacred era where ancestral spirits formed the world and its laws. They believe that by dreaming, we can touch these ancestral truths and, by extension, connect with the people who are part of our lives, regardless of physical distance. Psychologically, dreaming about someone can reveal our deepest desires and emotions that we might suppress or ignore during the day. Carl Jung, a famous Swiss psychiatrist, argued that our dreams are dialogues with the unconscious, allowing us to resolve internal conflicts and reconnect with those we miss. When we dream about someone, it can be a sign that they are thinking about us. It may not be a direct or intentional communication, but a manifestation of the strong emotional bond we share. This connection deserves your attention and reflection. The feeling of longing and the sense of being connected to someone may have deeper roots than just passing emotions. Advaita Vedanta proposes a revolutionary idea. Everything that exists is part of a single reality. This means that at the most fundamental level, there is no division between you and others, between you and the universe. When we think incessantly of someone, when we feel that someone is present in our thoughts, this can be a reflection of this universal unity. In this context, thinking about someone constantly is not only a sign that they are missed, but also a manifestation of our true nature, which is pure consciousness. These thoughts are not just individual feelings, they are part of the connection we share with everything and everyone. This insight helps us to see beyond appearances and recognize the deep interconnectedness of our lives. Understanding this can change the way we deal with longing and separation. Instead of seeing these feelings as something painful or a void to be filled, we can approach them as an opportunity to deepen our understanding of life and strengthen our bonds with others. This is liberating, as it allows us to live with a sense of fullness and peace, knowing that we are always connected. So the next time you feel restless because of someone's distance, remember the wisdom of Advaita Vedanta. Perhaps what you're really feeling is a call to recognize this fundamental and eternal connection. This not only eases the pain of longing, but also enriches our experience of life. Have you ever felt suddenly sad, happy, or nostalgic for no apparent reason? These sudden mood swings and unexplained emotions can be more than just psychological fluctuations. They can be spiritual signs that someone is thinking about you or missing you deeply. These emotional changes can seem disconcerting because they arise without a direct cause. For example, you may be having a normal day and suddenly feel a wave of sadness or unexpected joy. This phenomenon can be a reflection of the emotional connection we have with other people, even when they are far away. It's as if the emotions of someone who misses you are being transmitted to you through an invisible channel of empathy. Emotional empathy, a concept well explored in both psychology and spiritual traditions, suggests that we are able to physically feel another person's emotions. This occurs especially when there is a strong emotional bond. So if someone is going through a moment of longing or thinking about you intensely, it is possible that you will pick up on these emotions, even if unconsciously. These experiences can be seen as a call to tune in more deeply to others and to the feelings we share. This phenomenon not only shows our ability to connect with others on an emotional level at a distance, but can also be a sign that someone misses you. Emotional empathy transcends simple sympathy. It is an emotional resonance that connects us with another person's experience, allowing feelings such as joy, sadness, or longing to be shared. This kind of empathy is a reflection of a very strong bond, suggesting that we are not like isolated islands, but parts of a complex emotional network. When someone misses you, that feeling can be so strong that it crosses physical barriers and reaches you through that emotional network. It may be that at random moments you feel a heaviness in your heart or a sudden joy for no apparent reason. These are possible manifestations that someone, somewhere, is thinking about you intensely. Modern science is beginning to explore how our brains react to these emotional connections. Studies show that certain areas of the brain responsible for empathy are activated when we perceive or even think about another person's feelings. This reinforces the idea that our emotional connections with others are real and quantifiable, not just figures of speech. Value these experiences of emotional empathy as evidence that human bonds are powerful and profoundly influence our lives. They are reminders that even in loneliness, we are not truly alone. This is a comforting truth that can help us maintain a sense of connection and purpose, even in the most challenging times. Have you ever suddenly felt a wave of warmth and comfort in your chest, as if you were receiving an invisible hug? This warmth in the heart can be more than a physical sensation. It can be a sign that someone somewhere misses you very much and is sending love in your direction. This experience is one of the most beautiful and direct ways of feeling a connection with another person, even when they are not physically present. This feeling of warmth often comes when we least expect it, perhaps in a quiet moment, or when we are reflecting on our relationships. It's as if the person who misses you has found a way to say, "I'm here with you," without using words. The sensation of warmth in your heart can be both an emotional and spiritual experience. It highlights how emotional bonds transcend physical distances. Many spiritual traditions discuss invisible cords connecting us to significant people in our lives. Feeling this warmth is like perceiving this connection in a tangible way. It shows that love and affection can reach across any distance and that our hearts can communicate and receive affection beyond conventional means. Whenever you feel this comforting warmth, fully appreciate the experience. It serves as a powerful reminder that love is a universal force uniting us and that the people we love and miss are always with us in one way or another. Similarly, have you ever experienced a day when you couldn't stop smiling for no apparent reason? This burst of joy may be more significant than it seems. It can often indicate that someone is thinking of you positively. When someone holds you in their thoughts with affection, this feeling can overflow and reach you, influencing your state of mind. This isn't just a romantic coincidence, but a manifestation of how positive emotions can be contagious, even from a distance. If you find yourself smiling for no reason, take it as a sign that you are valued and remembered with affection by someone. An involuntary smile can improve your day in many ways. It lifts your mood, makes your day lighter and more enjoyable, and makes you more approachable and friendly, enhancing your social interactions. Enjoy this feeling and spread the positive energy around you. Smile as a reflection of the love and affection being sent to you from somewhere. Don't underestimate the power of a simple smile. It can signify a beautiful human connection that transcends distance. Have you ever thought about someone and suddenly received a message from them? Or perhaps you were walking down the street thinking about someone and unexpectedly bumped into them. These coincidences, known as synchronicities, are little signs from the universe suggesting everything is connected. These experiences can be surprising and mystical, making us wonder about fate and greater forces at play. For many, these coincidences indicate that a special person, perhaps a soulmate, is thinking of us. It's as if our thoughts and theirs align, allowing these unlikely encounters to happen. Beyond the romantic aspect, these coincidences can significantly impact our lives. They can inspire us to make decisions, change plans, or simply bring a smile on an ordinary day. These magical moments give us the feeling that we are in the right place at the right time, and that maybe, just maybe, there's a bigger plan for us. Keep an open mind and a receptive heart to notice and appreciate these synchronicities. Don't dismiss them as mere coincidences. They may be opportunities and moments of revelation that the universe places in our path. Reflect on what the universe might be trying to tell you through these signs. In a world of infinite possibilities, synchronicities can be bridges to wonderful encounters and discoveries. Sometimes you might start sneezing for no apparent reason, with no dust, pollen, or other common allergens around. In many cultures, an unexpected sneeze carries a curious and charming meaning. It's said to be a sign that someone is thinking about you. In ancient Greece, sneezing was believed to be a sign that someone was talking or thinking about you. There's something magical about this idea, suggesting that our human connections can transcend physical distance and manifest through bodily reactions. In Asian folklore, sneezing 3 times in a row is considered a sign that someone is in love with you. This belief adds a romantic layer to sneezing, turning an involuntary act into a subtle suggestion of affection and love. Of course, sneezing can just be sneezing, caused by practical reasons from allergies to sudden changes in temperature. But considering the poetic possibility doesn't hurt, especially if it brings a smile to your face. When you sneeze for no apparent reason, look around with curiosity and affection. Maybe it's a sign that you're in someone's thoughts, receiving good vibes from someone who holds you close to their heart. Think of it as one of the many mysterious ways the universe reminds us of our connections with each other. Even a simple sneeze can be a bridge to something bigger and more meaningful. The same idea applies to unexplained hiccups. You're not dehydrated, nor have you eaten too fast to swallow air. Some people believe hiccups can be an intriguing sign that someone is thinking of you in a special way. Although it sounds unusual, the idea that hiccups indicate someone is thinking of you has its charm. Imagine every hiccup as a sign, a little reminder that you are important to someone, even if you're unaware of it at the moment. This interpretation of hiccups invites us to reflect on the invisible connections we share with others. When you experience hiccups, instead of getting frustrated, think about who might be thinking of you. Perhaps it's time to reciprocate by sending a message or making a phone call to someone you haven't seen for a while. Have you ever felt that someone was nearby even when you were alone? Maybe a chill on your skin or a feeling of inexplicable companionship. This could be a manifestation that someone who misses you is thinking of you so intensely that their presence seems palpable. This sensation is often described as a felt presence, a psychological and spiritual phenomenon where the mind and body seem to detect the presence of someone not physically present. This can occur in various ways, such as feeling a light touch, hearing a familiar sound, smelling a familiar scent, or just a general feeling of not being alone. These experiences can be especially strong in moments of silence and introspection when outside distractions are minimal. It's as if the veil between the physical and the spiritual thins, allowing us to feel the energy of those who love us and have us in their thoughts. Many cultures around the world have concepts reflecting this experience, suggesting that our connection with others is not only emotional or spiritual, but also a fundamental aspect of human experience. These perceptions are validated in stories and traditions that talk about how our loved ones can visit us in times of need or longing. Sometimes, you might find something you lost long ago just when you least expect it, or bump into someone unexpectedly, bringing back memories of a loved one. These chance encounters and the return of lost objects can be spiritual signs indicating that someone who misses you is thinking of you. These coincidences are not mere chance. They carry deeper meaning, often acting as bridges between our thoughts and emotions in the material world. For example, finding an old photograph or a gift from someone special can rekindle memories and feelings, as if that person is trying to communicate with us. In spirituality, it is often believed that these moments are guided by a greater force, as if the universe is aligning circumstances to send us a message. These messages can be a comfort, a reminder of the love and connection we share with someone who is far away. Recovering lost objects can be seen as a sign that we are being cared for and protected by those who love us, even if they are not physically present. These objects carry special meaning, with energies and memories important for our emotional and spiritual well-being. The next time you come across one of these coincidences, take a moment to reflect on the possible meanings behind them. It can be a powerful way to feel the presence and love of someone not by your side, but who clearly has you in their thoughts and heart. The notion that even the simplest of experiences, such as a sneeze or a hiccup, can be bridges to something more meaningful is a profound way to reflect on our connections with others. In many cultures, an unexpected sneeze is thought to indicate that someone is thinking about you. For instance, ancient Greek beliefs suggested that a sneeze meant someone was talking or thinking about you. Similarly, in Asian folklore, sneezing 3 times in a row is said to signify that someone is in love with you. While these interpretations might seem whimsical, they remind us of the mysterious ways the universe signals our connections with each other. Hiccups, too, can carry a similar significance. Some believe that an unexplained episode of hiccups can be a sign that someone is thinking of you in a special way. This charming idea invites us to see hiccups not as mere annoyances, but as reminders of our importance to others. Instead of getting frustrated the next time you have hiccups, consider who might be thinking about you and take the opportunity to reconnect with them. Moreover, the feeling of a felt presence, a sensation that someone is nearby even when you are alone, can also signify that someone who misses you is thinking about you intensely. This phenomenon, often experienced as a light touch, a familiar sound, or a general feeling of not being alone, occurs most strongly during moments of silence and introspection. Various cultures reflect this experience through stories and traditions, suggesting that our emotional and spiritual connections with others are fundamental aspects of the human experience. These connections are further emphasized when we encounter seemingly coincidental events, such as finding a long-lost item or unexpectedly bumping into someone who brings back memories of a loved one. Such chance encounters can act as spiritual signs that someone who misses you is thinking of you. These coincidences are often seen as bridges between our thoughts and emotions in the material world. For instance, discovering an old photograph or a gift from someone special can rekindle memories and feelings, almost as if that person is trying to communicate with you. In spirituality, these moments are believed to be guided by a greater force, aligning circumstances to send us messages. These messages can provide comfort and serve as reminders of the love and connection we share with those who are far away. The recovery of lost objects or chance encounters can be seen as signs that we are being cared for and protected by those who love us, even if they are not physically present. These objects often carry special meaning, holding energies and memories that are crucial for our emotional and spiritual well-being. The next time you experience one of these coincidences, take a moment to reflect on the possible meanings behind them. They can be powerful ways to feel the presence and love of someone who is not by your side, but who clearly has you in their thoughts and heart.